Preferably bad.
Preferably bad. The one thing that stood out yesterday, Jaheim Bell, who a lot of people like, Felgerman's big board pick.
Yes, it was.
Had a little case of the drops yesterday. I think he had 3 or 4, so that's what stood out as bad. The good,
Bye-bye.
I like their running back room if everybody can stay healthy. I think Stevenson is going to be helped with a lighter workload to allow him to stay fresher. Travion Henderson, we talked about with the wide receivers. They needed explosive speed on this offense. And Travion Henderson is somebody who has that.
And they were doing a lot of 2 running back stuff.
There's been a good amount of that. Yep. Another UDFA, Lan Larison, has shown some encouraging signs. Again, no pads.
I shouldn't have asked. Here comes the deluge of names. Go ahead.
This is the only... Lan Larison has shown some upside. No pads, so we'll see. Same thing with Chisholm, but he's going to have a chance to make the team. And Antonio Gibson, I thought, when he had a chance last year, looked good and probably should have played more. And he's a guy that plays a style Josh McDaniels is going to like. So I like where their running back room's at. It was kind of teetery at times last year, but I think Stevenson being healthy and then adding Henderson and potentially Larison, like, it's a good, well-rounded room.
Lan Larison.
Here we go.
You got to have a nickname for him, too.
I'm just telling
F
you.
and Efton.
So the fact that you like their running back room, but their receiver room is still such hot garbage.
Their running backs are ahead of their receivers, yes.
Not good. Not a good thing.
Not good. Alex Barth there weighing in on the Patriots situation with Stefon Diggs and the offense and all of it.
Our boy Barth, man.
I mean, how screwed would this offense be? Because we're already thinking this isn't going to be a great offense. Drake May still taking his steps, but we're looking around the pieces of Drake May.
Yeah.
We don't know if the offensive line is going to be better. We certainly think it will be, but we don't know.
Yeah.
The running backs, the receivers, I mean, your best receiver's on a boat, okay? Partying.
Yeah.
Too hard.
Not denying any of this. Yeah.
So, like, how screwed would this offense be if they get rid of Stefon Diggs? Because that's still on the table. He is not out of the woods yet.
No.
There's all kinds of things bubbling about Stefon Diggs online.
He's not out of the woods by any means. I mean, if you get rid of a Stefon Diggs, a guy that can just, like, be the difference maker in this offense, it's not even about him on the field. He looks fine. It's everything off the field.
Yes.
And that's the issue. Finally, the Patriots get something right. They bring in a big receiver, and then we have this happening. You see the tweet on your screen.
Yeah.
Offset speaks. So he tweeted out, "Now, when somebody die for playing with my son, then call me the crash out.
Right.
I don't care how I look trolling with my kid ends bad. I don't care how I look.
Right.
Trolling with my kid ends bad." He then deleted those tweets.
Yeah.
And what Offset is referencing is that his son that he had with Cardi B got the same type of braids done that Stefon Diggs has. Man, like, it's just to the point of, like, this is toxic on all ends. For Cardi B to do that and purposely to piss off Offset, for him to go on social media and say this, for Offset to tweet out a gift saying, "Today I passed," and Stefon Diggs to post on his Instagram him catching a pass, saying, "My ball." That's what everything is. It's all off the field. They finally get a good player on the field, but it's all off the field. And this is, again, it goes back to, this is the noise you don't want with this team right now. You point out the offensive line, man. One injury happens to that offensive line, I don't know what the success of the team is going to look like.
Right.
You point out this receiving room. If Stefon Diggs can't keep it together, keep everything quiet off the field and flock in on the field, then it's, again, a really young receiving room that is still very inexperienced and not that talented for your rookie quarterback. And then that affects everything else. This is still, again,
Second-year quarterback.
This is why, and this is why I say with everything that it's a 2-3 year rebuild for the Patriots.
Yeah.
But year one under Mike Vrabel is important as a foundational year.
Sure.
They can't even get to training camp without this type of stuff.
Oh, my God.
What is it going to look like as it boils over the entire course of the summer and then during the season? Like, you got to keep stuff focused. The main thing. And Stefon Diggs is doing anything but that. A guy that they paid. They gave him the money when he signed. They gave him the guaranteed money in the contract, and he has the incentives to make a ton.
Sure.
But he's not keeping it about football. And it's not only on him, it's on his partner. And again, I keep saying it, like, they're an extension of each other. You're a unit. When you're dating Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, they're a unit. And I can't believe I'm saying this.
It's true, though.
She has to keep it locked in, too. But in her world, this is what works.
Yes.
But her world and Stefon Diggs' world as a football player don't match. But then it goes back to those Mike Giardi reports where he sees himself as more of a football player. He likes everything that comes with football, which isn't bad. But when it's becoming this, then it becomes
distractions, right? I'll take you into that world because I'm a huge Cardi B fan musically. I had to unfollow her on every social media years ago because of the Offset situation. Every time you turn around, George, she was going on Spaces or IG Live or you name it. That's why I unfollowed her, airing out their grievances. And when I say airing them out, I mean really airing them out, okay? So this isn't going anywhere. Sure, the Offset thing's another example. You know it's bad. I saw Antonio Brown clowning bro on Twitter yesterday. If Antonio Brown is clowning you, you have hit rock bottom, sir.
I hate AB, but this was so
This
good.
is hilarious.
I cannot deny the greatness
Cover
of this.
of Madden with Stefon Diggs and these girls calling him daddy, and he's passing out in, we're not sure, but we're sure substance. So
that is great. I got to give it
my
to him.
point is, if Cardi B's in your life now, right?
Yeah.
This is not going away in terms of if you two have issues, she is going out on public domains.
Oh, yeah.
And she is saying Stefon did this, and this, and he ain't doing that, and he ain't blank, right? So now we got to hear all that. So let's say we're in week 6 and you're playing well, and then they get a fight, and now this is all over TMZ and all over the internet. Like, oh my God, we got to deal with that. So that's something the Patriots have to think about. However, they should have just listened to me from the beginning because I told you this was a wrong move. Not so much to sign him, but to sign him, to bring him in as a leader, to pay him what you paid him. You should have put him on a veteran minimum, which he may have turned down because maybe you can get, I don't think he had a robust market. But maybe
he
you
had
get a little
enough
more.
of a market where
He
they had
enough.
to give him these numbers and
No, they
$23
didn't.
million guaranteed.
Then that's a mistake. I would have
That is a leverage play. They had to give him these
Then
numbers.
I would have rather gone into the season with what I had at wide receiver and figured it out. Because what you're not going to get out of him is leadership. And here's the big one. I don't think these distractions are going away.
Yeah,
There's
I agree.
other things on the internet going on that have been whispers for years with Stefon Diggs that are getting louder.
Resurfaced.
Well, they're getting louder.
Yeah.
Because the block is hot. Like he's in the spotlight.
And
His profile has been risen.
Yeah.
And so now a lot of things from the past are starting to creep in. I'm telling you, this was a mistake from the beginning, George.
It was especially because, and it was what I said after, and I made the joke, but I was serious. Mike Vrabel's best friend could be Cardi B. Again, if they're partying on boats, she's the one that says no phones around, right? If she gets him to lock in and not be doing that at all. But now it gets to the point, if she's part of the reason that's contributing for Stefon Diggs doing this stuff, exactly why it's not going away.
Right.
Because it doesn't seem like them two as a unit is going away.
No.
But if it becomes this big of a distraction and it affects the football team like this, you signed him to contribute as a football player. You did not sign him to get retweets. You did not sign him to get attention. And you didn't sign him so he could go out and live his best life to this extent.
Right.
I like the signing bringing in as a football player. But if this is all the stuff you're getting as a person, then he is not sustainable to stay on this team. That's the issue. Same thing, same crap we've given Bill Belichick time and time again for how his girlfriend is affecting his legacy and his image and him doing his job. Same thing here. Stefon Diggs either has to get it all in check or the Patriots have to get it in check.
Bro, what you're saying is true. Like, if Rabel can get to her and get this guy to calm down, great. Here's the issue. She's attracted to the savage side of Stefon Diggs. You're talking like he's an R&B dude. He's not an R&B dude. He ain't R&B smooth. He's a savage. That's what she likes. I'm telling you, this is going to continue to be our worst nightmare.
But
Thanks
again,
for watching.
this is her world.
I know.
That's it, too.
I don't want to be in it.
This is her doing
I don't
her
want to
thing.
be in it anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks for rolling with us. Hey, we keep it going on NESN Nation.